Hello. This is going to be a bit different than my standard videos. I usually don't talk and play stuff, but this time I'm not playing anything. I'm just. This came up in my YouTube, uh, ads recently, and I've never been into MMOs, but I've heard some things about these, and benefit of the doubt, it's anyone can atone for their sins. Let's say it like this. But let's see what we got.
We now have text to 3D asset generation in dreamworld.
Right. Firstly, I don't know how long it's going to take to create each asset, but whatever. Not really important. But secondly, this is an MMO. You don't want players to be able to create whole new assets. It's irresponsible. You are going to have just a complete. You'll have just so much assets that the game will be literally unplayable. There's be so much different texture that the game will have to register constantly. It's bad. And I mean, yeah, they said they said before that they had the technology to have everybody in one server. Yeah, we've got yet to see that working, at least with stable frame rate, and now they're going with actually, and they were struggling when they add terrible graphics. Now let's see what's going to be with decent graphics.
The process is simple. Just build a Dreamforge, describe your vision, and generative AI brings it to life. You can fully manipulate every asset you create with Dreamworld's advanced building tools, like copy-paste,
Wow.
scaling, rotation, and more. Have a blast with your friends.
So, you've got confirmation it's at least multiplayer. Town of butchered meat. Great.
And decorate your builds together with one-of-a-kind assets. But building isn't all you can do in Dreamworld. There's combat, farming,
Let's go back
crafting. World. There's do in Dreamworld.
So there's some kind of structure there.
All you can do in Dreamworld. There's combat, farming, crafting, and an infinite world to explore. Play Dreamworld on Steam for free October 10th. Just click the link below and request access. And be sure to check out Meshy's technology at meshy.ai.
We will not. But let's see what people have to say. So, isn't using AI a bit lazy? Aren't they sensible to use, but people could easily abuse this to make, and everything all that, even with the filter. Also with the models, RAI made a lot of mistakes, comparing like blah 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 blah. Yeah. Anyway, so look, I understand the point of the game is freedom. I mean, that's great. We need more creativity in the world. Just try to be careful and keep an eye out for the trolls with this power. Well, I replied to this. Very good point. Time to TTP. Time to P. Might be very short. So we do have filters onto Dreamforge, but there is also neural application. So whatever you create can only be seen by you.
And decorate your builds together. Friends, and decorate your builds together. Friends, and decorate your builds together.
Sorry.
Have a blast with your friends and decorate your builds together with one-of-a-kind assets. But
decorate your builds together with one-of-a-kind assets. I mean, he's talking about generative AI assets, obviously, but only you can see them. Whatever you create can only be seen by you. But it's an MMO. What's the goddamn point? So, I basically say this, wait, but before we talk about creating with friends, how is it possible if only you can see your assets? Play, maybe blah blah blah. And, huge, blah blah blah, amazing, can't wait to play it. No games, infinite, visible world. And, he says that there's no wall, it's always infinite, and test it yourself. I mean, you can have it be infinite, but thing is, if people are allowed to build structures, so if it's infinitely expanding, it's just going to get so heavy. Yeah, towards the edge of their device processing power and memory limits. Yeah, well, I think these are going to be reached pretty fast. Sick features, blah 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 blah, it's a pick. Guy calls up Callum. I don't know who Callum is. I'm not really in the loop. Really excited, so cool, super talented devs. Another Soulless Sandbox. That's actually a pretty good one. You don't play it for free, you know, nothing to lose. Except time. Yeah. We're about to export the AI 3D models. As other games, we can use them in Blender. And not yet. That's the first thing I'm going to believe. But this one's good. Well, this certainly attracts a certain type of people. Perhaps most comments here are AI generated as well. Yes. If you know about anything about how MMOs and networking, as well as how engines and all files work, this is a nightmare. Calling it an MMO is disingenuous, technically correct, but it's not gonna meet people's expectations. Great that you got AI to make models for you, and certainly not pull assets from a pre-generated database you have around somewhere. Everyone that is going to load in your structure is going to have to take a long time to download and load all the assets it's made up when they encounter it for the first time or before they join a server. Where is it going to store all these assets and textures? Does it cache the whole thing? Does it need 200 terabyte hard drive to play this game? We're gonna get to that soon. You need a non-realistic amount of storage to host these assets? It seems unfeasible no matter how you look at it, and maybe you guys are just that clever. No, they're not. But I obviously doubt you're using this name to advertise. I obviously doubt it if you're using this name to advertise your game, which is Play Dreamworld. Surprise us all, but don't be surprised if it doesn't work. It was said, there's no way this won't crash and burn or not be as advertised. That's my take on it. Game is totally free, blah 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 blah. Should really just sign up and make up your own mind after you play. No, I'm not. Whatever. So I see the vision, integrating VR. Oh god, that would be the worst. Return to over 10 streaming on Twitch. Why not get Porsche 911? I don't know why you would do this. Saints Row looks better than this. Oh my god. This is like a rip-off of Minecraft. This is... And yet for this one I replied that there's just sandbox called Minecraft, and we are quite different from Minecraft, and I say that calling this a Minecraft rip-off is an insult to Minecraft, and I don't even like Minecraft. Need to respond to this guy. Good. So, you know, it's got 63,000 views. I mean, it's an ad, so I'm going to give you links in the description too if you want to get this, but you also can just go on Steam and you get the same video, so whatever. So here we are at the actual store page. So we got screenshots, yeah, stuff. I guess the mobs are not going to be AI generated, well, at least not going to be generated by players, as this would be quite tricky to balance. So you know, you got stuff and stuff, but none of it looks really good. Tries to be too much at once. It should just be a simple, good concept. Having tens of thousands of people on one server is not a good concept. You know, I would love some crazy game where you get, I don't know, battleship battles where everyone plays as a crew member, but it's just a stupid idea. You don't want to have tens of thousands of people at once. It's going to ruin your server. It's going to lag out. It doesn't work. Try to have, you know, first one person, then 4, 24, then maybe 100, maybe 1,000 if you're absolutely insane. But don't go for more than this. It's not worth it at all. So let's go through it. Build incredible structures with powerful tools. Explore the world with all players in one server, battle bosses, farm, craft, and socialize with friends. How will you shade dreamworld? So this is base building, blah 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 blah. Enter a new tab. We'll say dark humor. Perfect. Base building, RPG, open world, casual, serious player, building, action, adventure. What is this? Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that, but whatever. I don't think it's good to do that, but character customization, blah 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 blah, all stuff that is not really interesting for me. So I know I'm not the target audience, that's for sure, but I don't think it's going to be good for the target audience. So there's another trailer.
Do you love building in games but feel like they never let you create exactly what you're imagining? Welcome to Dreamworld, a new free infinite sandbox MMO created for builders by builders that lets you build bigger, better, and faster. Play it for free now by heading to playdreamworld.com. Ready to bring your dreams to life? Everything in Dreamworld is fully interactive, and you can customize your building pieces with every resource you collect. Easily terraform the land to make the perfect space. Then, drop a reliquary to claim your own piece of dreamworld and protect your builds. When you want to speed things up, our volumetric selection lets you quickly copy and save custom builds. Then find a new location and paste it in. Want to get super detailed? Switch to our advanced tuning HUD for the ultimate building customization with scaling, multi-axis rotation, and incremental movement to get your build just the way you want it. Using these features, our players have created incredible structures in just a fraction of the time it would have taken them in other games. Dreamworld is also an infinite, procedurally generated world that lets everyone play together.
Once again, why the hell would you do this? I know it's for, allowing infinite amounts of players that you want an infinite world, but why not just make a small but good world instead of just using the basic Unreal Engine template and just making it go artificially as far as you go. No handcrafted beautiful locations. Or maybe there are a few that I'm not talking about, but exploration will just be monotonous.
In one server. To prove that it's infinite, we flew in one direction for 12 hours in this YouTube video, showing that Dreamworld is at least 10,000 times the size of World of Warcraft.
I've never played World of Warcraft. Well, it's not right. I played it once on a friend's computer, but whatever. For like 15 minutes. And, I've got nothing against really Warcraft, but it's, for what I understand, it's a pretty deep world, good lore and stuff, and stories with each biomes and each town, each place. With this, it seems like you're going to get infinite amount of dull slop, really. I know it's a pretty overused word these days, but it is just slop. It's, you can consume this content, but it's not going to be good. You can survive on it, but you're never going to be excited by it.
But what can you do with all that space? Well, first go explore and find the perfect location for your base. You can travel by running, riding, gliding, swimming, climbing, or even flying. From there, let your imagination run.
This is also a thing that I don't understand. You've got stamina meters, which are, from Legend of Zelda. By the way, nice view there, but climbing, you've got these little stamina meters. For swimming, you got it too. For gliding, you've got it too. Not riding, but you got also for running, but you can just fly.
Let your imagination run wild.
Why would you have these constraints of running and having to walk slowly if you can just forever fly? Or why would you risk not getting to where you need to be by climbing and running out of stamina where you can just fly? It seems counterintuitive to have all these modes of transport and just be able to completely disregard them.
Craft tools and weapons to interact with the.
This is just Ark Survival Evolved. Yeah, they're just making Ark Survival Evolved again.
To interact with the world around you. Start a farm and plant seeds to grow resources. Enjoy a wide array of character customization options. Explore beautiful and unique biomes and vast cave systems to find the rarest materials. Meet up with your friends to collaborate on builds, complete quests, battle mobs and world bosses, and much more. If you're ready to play now, head to our website playdreamworld.com and sign up for free. As a bonus, everyone who plays during this phase will receive a free pet. And stay tuned for the full Alpha 2 release coming later this year. We look forward to seeing you in Dreamworld.
Anyway, I will not request access. So it requires a third-party account with Dreamworld. It requires to connect to third-party service for AI content generation. So that's also a big no-no for me. Weapon Dreamworld, creating single, blah 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 blah. Yeah, we already saw this. Weapons and spells. Ooh. That's terrible. With all people, you can play with your friends and make new ones. Current Alpha. And yeah, this is very important here. The Dream Forge allows players to generate their own 3D models in-game using a text prompt. This tool is a simple way for players to create their own 3D models, but we're still making Dreamworld's 3D models using a traditional art pipeline. Please note that we're still developing replication for these AI assets, so for this playtest, each player will only be able to see their own generated assets. So that this answers the question we've had previously. So for this build, at least, you're not going to be able to see the AI assets of the other, but you're going to be able to see the normal assets they've got. So, there's a single review by a curator, and he says that he asks for access. So, yeah, not very much of interest. But there's one other thing that I want. This system requirement. Ooh. OS. Windows 10 64 bits, but recommends a bit higher. Sure, whatever. Processor. Quad core. Memory 8 GB of RAM. Or 16. That's a Radeon 9 I don't know. I'm not good at graphics cards, but I don't think this is going to work. DirectX version 12 and 20 gigabytes. 20! And also, this game wants almost more RAM than it wants just storage. What the hell? I mean, yes, they're not going to let... you're not going to have to see the assets of for other players, and if they do decide to make it so that everyone can see each other's assets, 20 gigabyte is not going to cut it. This is going to be as heavy as Ark Survival Evolved, if not heavier. And I can't get Ark Survival Evolved even installed on my PC. It's just too goddamn big. It's like 250 gigabytes. So, yeah. Well, there's only one left thing to do. We have here... There was another... Another reply that I wanted. Yeah, ritual. So, in fact, it seems as you can create assets in any graphic styles you want. That's going to be a lie. It's not going to be able to create, or it might be able to create lower, like ritual styles. You can say make it blocky or whatever. Probably it's going to work, but any styles? Yeah, don't believe it. Ugh, this is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, maybe they removed it. Hmm, sad. Whatever. My cat, if you ever see this, you've got one hell of a job ahead of you.